So now that we have created our loop, we have added some details about our property. We have downloaded our tax record. Let's start adding the necessary files and templates. Many of them are going to come with your loop and they will be there for you. These files include a guidance for listing docs. This is your checklist that's going to help you if you don't know what you need, and we are going to look at that. Your wire fraud prevention. This is incredibly important. Wire fraud happens. Please read this, understand it, know it, understand what you can do to prevent wire fraud. This is our owner's authorization, which is a report that we're going to print from the MLS. This is a requirement for my Florida Regional, but not for Miami, Fort Lauderdale, or the beaches. We are going to add a copy of that tax record. And we have a listing agreement. This is the transaction broker listing agreement. But what else might we need? Let's click on guidance for listing docs. This is going to take us through. The auto fill is going to pop up the first time you open any form. And it's going to prompt you for some information that it knows that you need. We have the address, and this is a single family home. We have our exclusive right of sale listing agreement. That's there. We are going to get a seller's property disclosure. Dalton Wade has a very minimal one designed for people who don't really want to fill out a full-blown property disclosure. Just gives them the opportunity to disclose any material defects, and it does advise the buyer that it is their responsibility to have any inspections done. Property appraiser summary printout page, that is our tax record. MLS, listing broker synopsis signed by the seller, that is our owner's authorization, and the wire fraud. Now the rest is going to guide us. Is this listing going live within 2 days of listing agreement? Yes. But if no, then we are going to be advised of what we need. So this is a very informative list. Is this property an HOA? No, but if yes, it's going to tell you what you need. So we're going to go through. We are going to answer the questions about our property. And this is going to help us to know what we need. Now this one was built before 1978, so it's going to tell me that I need the licensee notice to seller, that's the law notice, the EPA, and the lead-based paint addendum. Is there a personal relation? We're going to say yes, and I'm going to show you how to grab that template as well. Is the seller a foreign national? No. No other special terms. No other addenda. The property is not currently being leased. So we're just going to save this. And now we're going to go and get the remaining files. The first thing I'm going to get is my property tax record because I've already uploaded that. I'm going to click Add File. To this placeholder, I'm going to my computer and I'm going to grab, I had downloaded this to my downloads. Here it is. And now it has been added. For the rest of the files, I'm going to go to the Add Document button. This Add Document button corresponds to my Listing Documents folder. If I wanted to add a document to my Offer Documents folder, I would use this button. If I wanted to add it to my Closing Documents folder, it would be this button. They match up. So I'm going to click Add Documents. I have 3 choices. I can add a document from the templates. I can browse and grab it from my computer, or I can forward it in from my email. Right now I'm looking for the templates, the forms that we decided we needed when we did the checklist. So I'm going to click Templates. Our documents are all divided up into these folders. You will need to look through them. We have commission disbursement, lead paint, training and office materials, MLS forms, seller's property disclosures, HOA, CDD add-ons, condo add-ons, FHA, VA. Now this one, closing docs, these are documents you might find in a closing documents folder. We have common addenda. We have list your base package, things you might find in a listing base package, things you might find in an accepted offer package, things you might find in the buyer base package, the accepted offer package, lease docs, listing documents. The non-as-is contract is here. We have seller side contract templates and buyer side contract templates. These are handy because they only they're set up to fill in the places for only the seller to sign or only the buyer to sign. So if someone sends you a document that's already signed by one party, you can just go add those fields for the other party. There are separate trainings on how to do that. Dalton Wade custom forms. This is all the forms that Dalton Wade has created for you, either from the MLS or from our own, for our own purposes. And these Florida interactive forms, these are all the contracts that come directly from the state of Florida. You can search any of these folders, but you have to be in the folder to search for it. So for example, to search Florida interactive forms, I click, and then I type what I'm looking for in the search bar. I'm looking for licensee interest in property disclosure, so I'm just going to type in the smallest combination of letters that I think will be there. 2 have come up. I can hover. And this one is the licensee disclosure of personal interest in property. It is FAR bar. That means it goes with the FAR bar contract. The FAR bar contract is the as-is contract. This one, similar name, but this one goes with the FAR contract. Notice that at the end, the FAR contract, the FAR bar contract, the FAR contract, the FAR bar contract. Look at the name, match it up. The most common contract is the FAR bar. We're going to choose this one, and we're just going to keep looking. We also needed a seller's disclosure. I think I saw a folder for seller's disclosures here. I'm going to grab this is the residential one, but I want to show you the Dalton Wade one, so I'm going to grab that one. And then I need my lead-based paint documents. I'm going to select all of these. You notice that I select everything that I need, and then I click copy, and it's going to copy all 5 of those documents that I checked the box. Here we are. That is how we add files and templates to our listing documentation folder. What if someone emailed us something? Well, you're going to click this button. What could be an example of something that we might have emailed to us for a listing? Perhaps the survey. Let's see if we can find one in our email. Email, copy to clipboard. I'm going to do that again. If you want to email something in, you'll go to Add Documents, Email, and Copy to Clipboard. That is the email address for this listing documents folder. Now I go to my email, and I'm going to find that survey. I'm just going to forward. Anytime I want to email something and I'm going to forward, it needs to be a PDF. Forwarding maintains the integrity of an attachment. See, there it is. I'm going to paste in that email address, and I'm going to hit send. I'm going to go back to my dot loop. It forwards pretty quickly. So I'm just going to refresh my screen. Not quite there yet. There it is. I'm going to rename it. These dots on the side, that's how you do all sorts of things. Rename. Survey. Now, my listing documents folder is complete. In the next video, we will learn to prepare all of these files and templates for signature to our seller. Thank you.